Okay, but for example, I have a client with a budget from 10 to 20 million dollars. Okay, so he is thinking of buying the villa in the Pulm for flipping and just reselling it afterwards, or buying off-plan properties, luxury areas like Omniyat. What would you suggest to choose and why?
So I would always say the first thing we need to understand, what is the reason he's buying. Is he coming to Dubai full time? Is he looking something for himself, for his family?
That is investment, and he wants
Flipping.
to make good money.
You see, I don't think villa is a good investment right now on the Pulm because it's already appreciated. It's appreciated a lot. And we have these inquiries, people saying, but I want to buy something, you know, like distressed deal. You know better than me, there is no distressed deal on the Pulm. Everybody's looking for something, yeah? So if he doesn't mind paying premium, doing the place up and then selling, it could be an option. But I would recommend for, you know, appreciation, because he's not doing it for rental, right? Not for ROI. He's doing it for capital appreciation. For capital appreciation, to get into a luxury project that has got a limited stock, like for example Orla. Every unit is different. He will buy something, he will only pay payment plan 50% during construction. Not just with us, I mean generally you get those units, and so instead of spending all his money into a secondary property, because for villa he has to pay 100%.
Right away.
Yeah, right away.
Mm-hmm.
So he pays 50%. Let's say the cheapest unit we have in Orla is around 27 million. So he pays, let's say, I don't know, 13, 14 million within 2 years' time. Let's imagine the market is not going crazy. Let's imagine the market is
slows down a little bit.
Slows down, but still, I mean, we're selling and there's no availability left from developer. Of course, its appreciation will kick in. Let's say he makes 5, 6, 10 million. He's invested 14, he made 10 million. I don't think he will do the same appreciation on the villa.
Right, and probably it also depends on how much are you ready to be involved in the process, because if you buy off plan, obviously you don't take any part in that. You just, like, it's kind of lazy money. You just put it in there and you just wait. If you want to be involved and, you know, to take care of everything,
it is, and this is depends.
The construction.
Is the investor living in Dubai? Is he happy to literally be hands-on and living through the renovation of the villa to make sure it's done the way he wants? Or is he abroad, sort of, you know, the client who lives from outside and he just wants to invest the money and get the money back? We have clients who literally never even got a possession of the unit during the construction and made 20, 30 million. It's like when used to be here years ago when people used to buy floors of 1 bedrooms, remember? And then reselling them. You can do the same with 1 unit in luxury segment.
Yeah, but you will have not 10 deals, but just one.
Exactly. And also I think it's a prestigious, you know, when you're buying something. Don't forget, these clients who buy luxury, it's not their only project. It's not their only investment. It's a cluster of investments.
But
and
who are by the way, it is a good question. Who are these clients? What are the main features, and like, what are these people?
Who are these people? How they made the money?
Yes.
And where to find them? Well, the good thing, we deal with agents majority, so they find them for us as a developer. But of course, it's a multiple. I mean, you know, it used to be old money, yeah. But now we see all sorts of investors. We see very young investors who's made a lot of money in crypto and, you know, startups. Their vision of luxury and just generally vision is very different. We actually see different clients coming in now asking things like, is it feng shui friendly? Is it this sort of things? Before we never had this. Is it Vastu? Vastu, yeah, Vastu's been in Dubai for a long time. But like, they're literally asking, is this travertine been treated chemically because I want everything organic? These are the people who travel. They're asking, who is the landscape gardener? And when you tell them, for example, it's, I don't know, Z Design, they're like, oh, these are the guys who've done Mandarin Oriental stuff. They understand.
Right.
They've well traveled. These are not just the people who've come first time to Dubai and fell in love with the first building. No, they've done their homework.
Well, if we speak about their requirements, what are they looking for? The main thing which are important for them when they choose and buy?
So when they come to us, privacy. Privacy is one of the most important things why they buy, for example, with us and not with anywhere else, because they understand that a lot of projects we built, for example, the elevator opens inside the apartment.
Or just one apartment.
Or one apartment per floor and the elevator opens inside the apartment. Not that they don't like the neighbors. A lot of these people are well known back at home. They come to Dubai to relax, whichever that means, and they don't want to be seen. Yeah, they don't want to be recognized. And a lot of times they say, for example, yes, I like this other project, I'm comparing it, and I think the quality is great. But there is a hotel next door to it.
And too many people.
When I go to the beach, I will be recognized, you know. And don't forget, a lot of sports people come to Dubai. I mean, my background comes from the sports, and you know, I can tell you that a lot of...
You mean by football players?
Football players, F1, so we used to work like this before, and they come to train in Dubai. And once they come to train in Dubai, they love Dubai. They love the shopping, they love the lifestyle. They know that they can leave their valuables, nobody's going to steal anything. So eventually they invest in Dubai, and again, they don't want to be recognized, because I think Dubai gives that. Dubai is a bit like Monaco, you know, but on a grander scale. You have that privilege living a luxury life without looking behind your shoulder. You know, you can really live it, and we're providing this type of services. We're providing these apartments that they can be completely anonymous.
Right. What else is important? For example, like what services should be there? What amenities are important for them?
Amenities important, of course. I mean, recently we're actually launching something very soon that will have private swimming pools, even in the smaller units.
Inside the apartment. Inside
the apartment. So before we used to do it in the penthouses. But again, we're listening to our clients, and the clients saying, I don't want a 5-bedroom, 2 floors mansion, because I'm here 3 times a year.
Or it's a smaller family.
Yeah, I just want something smaller, but yes, I want to have also private amenities. So this is something, again, evolving. This has not happened before. It used to be on the Palm, but in Business Bay, it's never seen. But this is the demand, yeah. But I think, yeah, it has to be obviously valet, the service, the concierge, you know, the... but also, like, you know, I mean, cinema, swimming pool, spa, those little things. We've actually done in one of our projects, pet grooming salon.
Oh wow.
Pet grooming salon, why? Because again, in Dubai, I'm a doggy mom, and I know that there's a lot of places that you cannot bring a dog, and there's a lot of beach you cannot take the dog to. So for example, on Pulm Jumeirah, West Palm Beach is dog friendly. Okay, you cannot take them to the swimming, but you can walk on the promenade. So of course, our clients who live, for example, in One Palm, we have a lot of dogs. So we thought for our next project, let's put a pet grooming salon.
But that is so thoughtful. I mean, it's really nice.
But we're listening to our clients, and I think that's the key. When the developer listens to our existing clients and really taking every kind of like, you might have a positive comment, you might have a negative comment. It doesn't matter. It's a comment that we can work on. We're always improving.
Okay, and but still, like the main thing that really makes people think about to buy or not to buy, luxury or not luxury, is the risks that come along with. I mean, when you lose, for example, $500, it's one thing. When you lose, I don't know, $20 million, it's another thing.
For sure.
What are the main risks, and what should you think of when you choose the luxury properties?
You see, I think again, something I've noticed recently in Dubai, Dick, Tom, and Harry now are real estate professionals. I don't know how many thousands of brokers we have now, and a lot of
20,000 only officially.
There's a registered, yeah.
They're registered.
So sometimes the client come and they said, "Oh, I had such a bad experience," and I always tell guys, "Why are you working? Like, you don't go to a lawyer that doesn't have a degree.
Right.
You don't go to a dentist that doesn't have a diploma. Please go to the professional real estate broker. Not just professional, someone that you feel really knows the job.
Doing. Right.
Yeah, you can be new to the market, but professionalism have to stay. So if you find that broker that can give you an idea, and the whole point is these clients coming here, you know, one thing they don't have is time. People with money don't have time. True professional broker will save that time for them, not just money. Understands. He will take care of all the documents, you know, he will negotiate, communicate with the developer, you know.
Just take the headache off, yes.
It's important. I mean, that's why we have these rarer courses, that's why people do it. So this is one of the things. In terms of risk, I don't believe there is a risk. I think the regulation's been done in Dubai since 2008 incredibly well, and they're improving every year, every month. things are happening, and it's becoming so apparent. I mean, now you can go on the website and you can check the progress of each individual, so clients can do it even from outside. And just read your documents, and please don't believe just the advertising. Come and see it. If you're not here, get a broker that really understands it. So I think
how come the clients just try to get over the broker and go direct? I mean, because it makes no difference in prices if you buy from the broker or if you buy from the developer, but tend to go to the developer directly. Why is it happening?
You see, I'm very much against that, in a way that, okay, of course, if the client came directly to us without a broker, that's...
But you cannot do anything with it.
No, it's good. We all want this. We want direct clients, and this is every developer wants. But when the client comes with a broker, in my opinion, this broker has done work. And I always say to the team of the guys that work with me, I said, you know, by the time that broker got in touch with you to arrange a meeting, believe me, that broker could have been in touch with that client for a year, 6 months, until you get to the point that they're ready to bring.
This relationship.
If it is a proper, broker that knows what he's doing. So from our side, we have to support. And of course, I would not entertain any communication when the client calls later on and tells, but I want to go direct. You are direct, you're sitting with us directly.
Yes.
But this person brought you here. And at least from my personal point of view, I take care of the brokers that work with us. And I believe that it's a relationship, it's a two-way street.
Win-win.
Reputation on the market is very important. Dubai, especially luxury segment, is so small.
Everyone
we
knows
know each
everyone.
other.
Right.
So let's be professional, let's not step on each other's toes. Yes, it's a difficult business to be in. There's a lot of knives flying around. Where there's money, let's be realistic, yeah? But as long as we maintain professionalism, and as long as we maintain that clients feels he's getting the best out of the broker and the best out of the developer, it's a synergy.
Yeah,
it has to be.
Right. If we speak about luxury property as in terms of investment, not for selling, because I know that for several years it's been a trend to buy luxury only for self-living, and now, as we mentioned, it's starting to be popular for investors as well. What profit can we expect, like average profit on luxury?
So I can speak about, for example, the project that we've done in the past.
Yes, as an example.
Yeah, I mean, we have project that over the, let's say, period of 5-6 years appreciated 3 times. And it's happening, and it's still appreciating. So I don't know where's the limit. If you told me 3 years ago that we will be selling property at 10,500 per square foot on the Pulm, nobody would have believed.
Right. It's like
no one
like
would
jewelry.
Yeah, it's a jewelry. Yeah, I mean it's
getting only better.
Because there is such a low supply and a high demand, and when it doesn't match, the price goes up.
Okay.
Plus, they're getting a really good property. They are getting quality. They're not just getting something. It's always a combination of the best architect, the best interior design, the best location, the best developer. When you have all this,
you want to live there yourself.
You want to live there, yeah. I mean, they used to. People used to. They understand it. When I bring the client, for example, to, like, let's say a residence is behind us, you walk clients through the, let's say, wardrobe, and they're like, yes, I have the same. They know the brand. You don't need to tell them this is the brand. They understand it. If the client doesn't recognize 1-0 brand in this apartment, believe me, he's not your client, because he would not physically understand why he's paying this. He will tell you, but opposite the building is 4 times cheaper.
The value of this, yes.
And you say yes, but there's no limit to the price up and down. It's what you compare. It has to be a true comparison.
Right.
And when they say, but back in where? When we're comparing, apples to apples, it has to be. We have to understand why. Yeah?
But it does the same strategy, like in regular property, in average. Usually there is only 2 main strategies. One is to buy, wait, and then sell, and another one is to buy, wait, and then lease it to get the cash flow.
Again, depends on the location.
Is it working the same way? How well is it leased later on? Is it the same way as any other?
No,
properties?
I don't believe luxury is for ROI. Honestly, I think nobody really buys 20, 30, 40 million properties to rent. Yes, they will rent really well in terms of there will always be demand, but in terms of percentage ROI, I don't believe so. I mean, you can buy an apartment for, let's say, 30 million and you can rent it for maybe 2 million.
So it's not like the main
It's
strategy.
not the main strategy.
Yeah,
They would never. And I also say, for example, we're looking at different types of properties. which appreciate more? Well, if you're buying a penthouse, it's a generally trophy buy for yourself. You do not expect a penthouse appreciate 3 times.
Yes.
If the broker tells that to the client, you know the broker is not a
the truth,
professional.
right?
Smaller units, unique units, something that is within like 30, 40, 50 million will
That can
appreciate.
actually be rented, right? Like you will.
No, but there are simply more people in the world that can afford 30, 40 million than
that's right.
300 million.
There is
you know?
no sense in renting a penthouse.
No,
like
and
if
they
you-
buy it for themselves. So renting is not never going to be for luxury segment. But when it comes to other properties, yes, of course, if it's a new location, you generally wait a few years and then the capital appreciation happens. If you're buying something in Business Bay, you can start renting immediately.